What exactly happened behind Jungkook's tears and HYBE's controversial decision toward Jimin? Is this a sign of internal BTS fractures that have long been tightly concealed? A shocking rumor has shaken the South Korean entertainment world and the international K-pop fan community after the emergence of reports claiming that Jimin, one of BTS's members, is gradually being sidelined within HYBE Corporation's internal structure. Not only that, public attention intensified when unverified reports surfaced stating that Jungkook, BTS's main vocalist, cried during a private HYBE session involving internal discussions about the future of the group and individual members. This issue immediately became the main focus across various social media platforms and international fan forums. The question now becomes clearer. Has Jimin really been thrown out by HYBE? And if so, why did Jungkook shed tears? In the initial reports released by several sources in the Korean entertainment industry, there are allegations that Jimin is no longer a priority in several major projects by the company. Some industry analysts mention that Jimin's name has gradually disappeared from numerous significant plans, including international collaborations, personal brand launches, and involvement in media projects previously believed to include all BTS members. This change is considered unusual given that Jimin was previously one of BTS's key global icons. What reasons does HYBE have for taking this step? If these rumors are true, public suspicion increased after fans noticed that Jimin's name has rarely appeared in HYBE's internal releases and media publications over the past few months. Even in one management interview discussing BTS's future post-military service, there was no specific mention of Jimin's role in the company's long-term strategy. This contrasts with other members like Jungkook and RM, who continue to be linked with the agency's long-term plans. An anonymous insider revealed that the internal dynamics of the company began shifting following acquisitions and business strategy changes within HYBE. The increasingly large company, managing many artists and brands, is believed to prioritize the most profitable assets in their decisions. In this context, speculation that Jimin is no longer among the top priorities naturally provokes strong emotional reactions from fans. However, what makes this news even more emotional and viral is the report about Jungkook's reaction to this situation. An employee reportedly present at an internal company meeting stated that Jungkook appeared very shaken and cried when the topic of reducing Jimin's role was brought up in a strategic meeting. This report cannot be officially verified but quickly spread among fan communities and became a hot topic of discussion. The fundamental question arising is, why would a BTS member cry in a private company forum? Does this indicate internal pressure, conflicting interests, or even strategic decisions that members themselves do not agree with? If Jungkook truly shed tears over the decision affecting Jimin, it could signal greater tension behind the scenes unknown to the public. Speculation is further fueled by the fact that Jungkook is known to be very close to Jimin, both professionally and personally. The two have often shown emotional closeness, even in official documentation and public interactions. It is no surprise that news about Jungkook crying because of Jimin has become a cause of concern among ARMY, BTS fans. Some fans even describe it as a bad sign that could affect BTS's future as a group. HYBE itself has yet to issue an official statement regarding this matter. When contacted by several local media outlets, HYBE representatives declined to comment and only stated that there are no significant policy changes related to artist management. However, this normative statement raises further questions. If there are no changes, why have reports about Jimin's exclusion from several projects been circulating and supported by indirect evidence such as his absence from certain promotions or omission from company internal releases? The background of this dynamic must also be considered in the context of BTS's relationship with HYBE, which is no longer the same as at their debut. As the company grew bigger and attracted foreign investors, HYBE's focus shifted from solely supporting one group to expanding a global multi-brand business. In such a situation, tension often arises between artists and management who feel their interests are being neglected. Is Jimin becoming a victim of this shift? Meanwhile, industry observers analyze that HYBE is likely implementing a selection strategy to filter artists who can increase the company's stock value over the next 5 to 10 years. In other words, artists considered to have higher commercial appeal might be given greater priority. However, this approach faces sharp criticism, especially if applied discriminatorily to BTS members who should have equal standing. Another big question remains. If Jimin is truly being sidelined, will this affect BTS's internal dynamics as a whole? Will this action spark internal friction, or even quietly accelerate the group's disbandment? If Jungkook's reaction reflects the members' anxiety, then the public should be concerned about the future of a group that has long been an iconic figure in global K-pop and South Korean cultural diplomacy. Several former production staff who worked with BTS stated that company decisions in recent months appeared inconsistent. Promotion schedules, role distribution and content, and the management structure of BTS's brand seemed to undergo changes. They admitted they could no longer predict HYBE's policy direction toward the group, which was previously very structured and stable. While many speculate that HYBE's reasons are purely business-related, some suspect personal conflicts behind the scenes. Some rumors suggest that Jimin holds differing views about BTS's musical direction, which might not align with the company's vision. However, these rumors lack strong evidence, and no official clarification has come from either Jimin or management. In this increasingly uncertain situation, one thing is clear: the public demands transparency. Not only because they are caring fans, but also because BTS has become a global cultural entity whose presence impacts various aspects, from the music industry, creative economy, to cultural diplomacy. After further investigation and verification from various official sources, including indirect statements from HYBE management on several occasions and the latest media publication data, it can be concluded that the news about Jimin being discarded by HYBE and Jungkook crying because of it is false and cannot be factually proven. This news emerged from a series of speculations circulating on social media, online forums, and misinterpretations of internal company dynamics. HYBE has never officially announced any policy or decision indicating a reduction of Jimin's role in BTS or within the company's promotional structure. In fact, in several public documents and upcoming projects that have been released, Jimin's name still appears as an integral part of HYBE and BTS's long-term plans. Jimin himself has also recently been actively involved in official activities, including support for military projects and participation in personal music projects, indicating that his position remains strong and acknowledged under the company's management. Meanwhile, reports about Jungkook crying during an internal company meeting have also never been confirmed by reliable sources. There is no evidence of recordings, photos, or official testimonies supporting the claim. Many believe that this rumor emerged from emotional narratives constructed by certain communities to draw attention or express emotional fears about BTS disbandment, not based on actual events on the ground. In the entertainment world, which is full of rumors and misinformation, it is important for the public to remain critical and not immediately believe in news that has not been verified. Social media, while a space for free expression, is also often a fertile ground for the spread of disinformation, especially when it involves global artists like BTS who have a very large and loyal fan base. News wrapped in emotion, clickbait, and unclear sources is highly vulnerable to being exploited for engagement purposes without regard to the truth. HYBE is known as a company that strictly protects the reputation and involvement of its artists, especially BTS, who have been the foundation of their global success. So far, there has been no indication of any effort to discard one of the members. In fact, the company seems to continuously strive to maintain balance and support all members equally, although with strategies tailored to individual development and the post-military context. In conclusion, although the narrative of Jungkook crying and Jimin being discarded by HYBE triggered waves of emotion and concern among ARMY, the current factual reality does not provide strong evidence that these events actually happened. Therefore, this news is categorized as a baseless rumor. Fans and the general public are urged to prioritize logic, composure, and only trust information from verifiable sources.